is really good. Well, now that we're live on Facebook, I'm going to say welcome everyone once again, and welcome to the 2017 National Manager of the Year Award. And before I say one more thing, I want to, and he's not going to like it when I say it, Robert Nordland, and Association Reserves, who has put this on for the last few years, recognizing the people in the trenches of this industry. Let's give it up for Robert Nordland. I wasn't ready for you to come up, but you can come up. It's okay. Well, I'll do it if I can get it there. There you go, babe.
Well, thank you, Julie, and good evening, everyone. We're here to find out who won. But in the days leading up to tonight and feeling the energy in the room, I was keenly aware that all of us in the industry who've been following this contest and the entire industry, we're already the winners. And that's because this contest has once again identified 6 finalists that inspire us, whether we know it or not, to take it up a notch, to push us a little bit further towards excellence. And they've done that with their examples of hard work, talent, and the way they've improved the community associations that they serve. And that's why I'm so proud that Association Reserves, my company, is the founding sponsor of the National Manager of the Year contest. It's a competition now in its 5th year that is achieving its vision to identify, recognize, and reward the great managers, the greatest managers in this country, and set them up on a platform so others can be inspired by them. Now, we couldn't do this alone. The Manager of the Year gold level sponsors are ADT, represented by Janet McMillan, and Kevin Davis Insurance Services, represented by Mr. Kevin Davis. Manager of the Year silver level sponsors are Mutual of Omaha Bank, represented by Mr. Alan Detata, and Get Docs Now, represented by Mr. Joe Russo. Our 5 companies have served the needs of the community association industry now for decades. And please join me in thanking them all for their support of this great contest. Well, we've already met some of the members of our Council of Community Association Professionals, CCAP. The council lent prestige to this contest just by their affiliation with the contest. They did the hard work of helping scoring those great photo essays, and they also participated in the voting process. So we truly appreciate their support through this entire process. Please join me in thanking them. And then the voting stage of the election was administered by the Inspectors of Election, our online voting partner. Once again, there were over 100,000 votes cast for the 6 finalists.
Wow. And
I'm telling you, I'm glad I wasn't counting those. So the Inspectors of Election provide a smooth and technically reliable voting platform. Please join me in thanking them for their expertise. And just a few words about the contest itself. It was designed for community association managers all across the country to be able to participate. We divided it into 2 categories, on-site managers and portfolio managers. They all applied and used a mathematical scoring system to identify the top 50 in each category. And those top 50 in each category were asked to prepare a photo essay, basically tell their story. Now, our memories are preserved by stories, and those memories that we have in the stories help us make sense of the past, and they also give us a vision for what the future is going to be. And that vision either can be a future with hope and inspiration, or a future that's got some limitations and disappointments. Well, if you read the 6 photo essays that I did, I'm certain that you join me in feeling like we have a future in front of us that is hopeful and inspiring. So in conclusion, to all our 2017 applicants, to all those we don't see here who submitted their photo essays, their stories, to all who voted online, to all who are here in person, and to everyone watching online. We thank you all for your participation. And now to our 6 finalists. I gotta tell you, I am so proud of you. You serve as an inspiration for us. You humble us by the hard work that you've done. And at this point in time, I just want to wish you all best of luck.
Yes. Thank you, Robert. Can everyone please give Robert Nordland a hand? And I say this because without Robert, without Paige, without Kathy, none of this would happen. These guys have put this together, and it means so much to those of us in the trenches in the industry. We always have an opportunity in our industry to put on high the people who are large-scale managers. I mean, they're great. They do a phenomenal job. But you in the trenches, no one recognizes you right now except for the Manager of the Year Award. So, first thing I want to talk about is our first. We have our 3 on-site manager finalists, and we invite them to join us up front. And first we enjoyed Michael Tulatz of Baxter Community Association. Unfortunately, Michael cannot be here because Michael has a brand new baby boy, Max. Let's welcome Max. Welcome, Max. And we have his body double, or his stand-in. This is Ben. Come on up, Ben. Ben was supposed to be on Skype, but he's here live because he wanted to go to Vegas, right? Okay.
Yeah, Mike's
But,
there.
oh, he is there. You are there. Okay. So here, oh, Mike's on Skype. Hi, Mike.
Hello.
Is this fake news, Mike? So let's talk a little bit about Mike. Mike manages the Baxter Community Association in Fort Mills, South Carolina. The Community Association is comprised of over 1,500 homes, 234 townhomes, 300 acres of common area, 37 parks, 2 clubhouses with pools, 14 miles of trails, and 5 playgrounds. Safe to say that Michael has his hands full. Do you, Michael, have your hands full?
I think so.
And the 3 main pillars of keeping his association running smoothly are a strong financial backbone, effective communication, and a top-notch appearance. Straighten that tie, mister. Okay. And by the way, how's Max?
He's very good. He's sleeping right now.
Yay! Okay, so you want to say a little bit something about yourself? Go ahead.
Oh,
Your turn.
well, I'm happy. Thank you, Ben, for taking some time out of your Vegas trip to come there today. I'm a good-looking guy to myself, so I'm happy that he's standing in my place, and maybe some people will think he's me.
Happy to be here.
But this has been fantastic. All the sponsors that put it on, all the contestants that enter the contest. I'm just very thankful to be and honored to be one of the top 3 finalists. So.
Let's give it up for. Our second on-site finalist is Rick Cole of the Bel Air Crest Master Association in Los Angeles, California, and I can't believe I don't know you. I don't. Rick manages a 286 home community on 500 acres in the Santa Monica Hills of California, correct? Santa Monica Mountains, that's right. 1 year into the job, Rick had to call on his experience as a law enforcement officer and in the U.S. military to respond to the aftermath of the Northridge earthquake. You've been there a while. How long have you been at that community?
24 years.
This poor man. But here he is. He's obviously having a good time. So anyway, after the Northridge earthquake, he assembled the necessary emergency supplies and equipment to help the association become a self-sufficient community, including a 2,000-gallon water truck to help support wildfire emergencies. Is that correct? Let's give it up. You want to say a couple words?
I'd like to thank all the sponsors for putting on this event. I think it's very important to recognize the industry leaders that we have here today and the ones that didn't make it too. All the other managers out there that did not make it this far in the contest, you know, they need to be recognized as well, because this is a hard job, and as a lot of times it goes without thanks. So it's important to recognize everyone. And again, thank you to all the sponsors for putting this on. Very important, and I'm very happy to be here.
Our third on-site finalist is Leslie Alvarez. Park Towers, woo! There we go. Condominiums in Louisville, Texas. Park Towers was a seemingly quiet 50-year-old building when Leslie came on board. That was until she dug into their finances and found they habitually survived on special assessments. Just finishing one that totaled over $4 million. And you stayed, Leslie. Amazing. Despite many challenges, including
On the first day of the job,
on the first day?
I found out.
Oh. Okay, despite many challenges, including failing mechanical systems, which, by the way, she told me before here that she had no air conditioning for how long?
2.5 months.
2.5 months. I'm going to hand you this so we can talk about that. 2.5 months, no air conditioning in Texas. What months were those?
Well, we were fortunate they were in the spring, so
Yes.
they were March, April into May.
May's pretty hot in Texas, so I'm going to say. So, including, and she had a lot of pushback, as you can imagine, from employees and residents. Did you guys ever get that pushback? No. Did you ever get pushback, Rick? Do you ever get pushback from your employees and residents? Never?
I'm sorry?
Do you ever get pushback? He was like, I'm just here. I'm good.
No, never.
Never pushback. That's right. I'd ask you, but you don't know. Sorry. Okay. Leslie still managed to finish the year, her first year, with a surplus of over $100,000. Let's give it up for Leslie.
Similarly to Rick, I just really appreciate the fact that this organization, this whole award was founded, because I've been in the business for over 20 years now, and it's just not been non-existent for so many years. This business is so negative, and it drains each and every one of us some days. Some days we have really good days, some days we have really rough days, and I'm just really excited that this has been put together to help make this a more positive recognition that managers can strive for.
May I have the envelope, please? Oh, wait, here they are. Okay. Before I do this, can I have one more round of applause for all of these professional managers? PricewaterhouseCoopers says the winner is Michael Tulax of Baxter Community Association in Fort Mill, South Carolina. Oh, that's a ringer. That's a total ringer. Speech. Look, he's going to. Go ahead.
No, again, just I'm forward that I won, and when I saw these photo essays from the other contestants, I mean, they are very sharp people, and just to thank all the sponsors again, and Dan, you look really good at holding my It's been a great year, and I'm lucky to have a great team around me, so thank you, everybody.
Congratulations. Oh, and here we have the big one. Oh, we have the photo op. Okay.
Get the trophy in front of you. All right, 3, 2, 1. Oh boy. Good job.
Very good.
It's a college.
Okay, now we're going to move right along. To the people who really never, I mean, I love on-site managers. I was an on-site manager. I also was a portfolio manager. But the people who never get really talked about, even though they're absolute backbone, are the portfolio managers. Your portfolio? Have you ever been portfolio? Lucky. And I would ask you, but yeah, no. So, we're on to the portfolio managers. Now, our first portfolio finalist is Kristin Roberts of Our Property Management, Inc. in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Kristin had her work cut out for her when she took on a 248-unit association that had, stand by this, everybody, 85% delinquencies. Oh my God. poke your eyes out, right? A non-existent reserve fund, well, there you go. And vendor judgments against the community for non-payment. After getting a handle on the finances and working her way down a list of common ground upgrades, such as?
Fencing, all 248 units had fences falling apart. The parking lot had not been resurfaced or restriped since I can remember. There was no landscaping, no termite treatment, no pest control. Anything that you could imagine, it wasn't prepared.
And yet she stayed in the business, right? By working hand in hand with the employees and the volunteers, vendors, and homeowners, Kristin was able to pull her associations together to ensure the future of their communities. Let's have a round of applause for Kristin. Our second portfolio finalist is Susan Horton of 5150 Community Association Management in Englewood, Colorado. Would you please explain what 5150 means? Crazy. It means crazy.
Yeah, it means crazy.
5150 is crazy. In 2015, Susan, you poor thing, took on an association that had a long list of issues, including being recently hit by a damaging hailstorm. Really?
Yes. That's Colorado. It's hard to believe.
That's right. An unusable pool, damaged tennis court, pond in disrepair. The first year, they were able to create a strategic plan to enhance the community with the help of a reserve study. Who did that? I want to ask. Okay. And the help of a house engineer, Susan was able to rehabilitate her association to a happy, really?
They are happy.
And what are you putting in their wall?
It's Colorado.
I live in Washington State, so I understand. And an enjoyable place to live. Give us a few minutes to tell about yourself. Say a few words. Go ahead.
About myself?
Or say whatever you want to say. Go ahead.
Talk about myself today.
I love this woman. Yeah.
No, the community was really in distress when we took it over as a company. And it was a great honor to solve all these problems, to help redo the pond. We had to completely remove and replace the pool, and we removed and replaced the parking lot. And we did it all within the months of 3 months' time to do it. And we have to deal with hail and rain and snow. We get snow in May, and we were able to pull it off. And then we had a great pool party at the end of the year, and the homeowners were so grateful. And it's just the beginning. We have a whole list of things that we're going to finish up this summer. So I'm really looking forward to working with Portside again.
Our third portfolio finalist is Mr. Jarrod Lawrence of Compass Management, Inc. in Wayzata. Come get up here, honey. Come on. Wayzata, Minnesota. Thank you for saying it out loud, because I was going to say Wayzata. That's good. Jarrod's story focused on his work at the Oak Grove Terrace, a uniquely styled townhome association spread between two city blocks. On the surface, Oak Grove Terrace seemed to be doing everything right. Don't they all? Right? But once Jarrod delved into the financials, he found costs were exceeding estimates, a high number of delinquencies, and extreme deferred maintenance. How extreme, Jarrod?
They had siding falling off the buildings. They had potholes the size of this rug in their parking lots and private streets. Your first impression that it looked like, sadly, a low-income or a public housing project. It looked very, very run down.
Zombie apocalypse?
Pretty much.
Pretty much. There you go. And what we say is that within a year, Jarrod, with the help of a loan, a repair and replacement plan, and Jarrod successfully worked with his board to turn this community association around. Anything more you want to say, Jarrod?
Well, Oak Grove, and like your guys' stories as well, we work with a portfolio of properties, so it was great to turn Oak Grove around, and that's something that we do every day, and same with the on-sites. We work to keep our communities going in the right direction. So it's absolutely an honor to be here, and it was absolutely an honor to be part of Oak Grove's story in such a short time. I mean, in 3-4 months, to turn it from zero to hero like that. So thank you.
Are you guys ready? First of all, let's give them all a round of applause. No one takes it more than portfolio managers. I mean, I've been both. I've been on-site, been portfolio. And I mean, I loved on-site. It was great. You have your own set of problems because they all sit in your room, sit in your desk at your desk every day. But portfolio folks, they're having to juggle those balls all day long for weeks and weeks and weeks on end. And these people still accomplish that. So it is astonishing to me. My hat is off to you, and you guys are the backbone of the business. You should really, really be proud. So let's join me. Oh, we already did a round of applause. We're not going to do that. May I have the envelope, please? Oh, wait, here it is. There's no Carol Merrill here for me. And the winner is, it could be like the Academy Awards. I could say the wrong person. Who put these together? It's like serious glue. Must have been a bunch of engineers. Kristin Roberts of Our Property Management in Murfreesboro. It's like a Medal of Honor thing. It's so cool. It is. Oh, here. Thank you. Oh, thanks, Leslie.
Well, I obviously want to recognize the fellow finalists. I was honored to even be considered in a group as excelled as all of you. So thank you for making me look good, because when you look good, we all look good. I also would like to recognize the sponsors. Obviously, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you today. Thank you so much. And I can't honestly accept this, because to be a community manager, you have a team that make you look good. It's not a one-man job. So aside from that, I work from the best people in the business. I would like to recognize my mom.
Oh. Go, Mom! Yay.
Thank you for believing in me and giving me an opportunity. Thank you. I'm emotional.
You can't go yet. We got things to do here. Thank you. You're shaking. Let's applause. Come on, it's okay to applaud. Truly, that's the first person who's cried, and that just blew me away. Mom, there's Mom here. And Mom's crying. You're all crying. Are you all related? Oh, wait, Dad, Mom, sister?
Yes, family.
Oh my God, fiance, where? Fiance, where? Oh my God, he's crying too. I can't take it. There is a lot of crying in community management, you know that. But usually there's a lot of curse words involved in that too. So anyway, I want to thank you all for being here. Robert, do we have one more thing to do? Paige, do we have one more thing to do? That's it? We're good to go? I want to thank you all for being here, and I really want you all to remember this. There is nothing more important than what we do. I know it's not super glamorous, like far beyond that, right? But you touch thousands of people every day. You really don't realize it, but you touch them. Whether you're awarded here or not, whether you are recognized or not, we have the best industry in the world. We can work in it until they take us out feet first, and some of us are pretty close to that. But you know what? Whether you're touching people in the millions of dollars of real estate that you manage, or the hearts of people that you touch with a letter, with a phone call, with that small human thing that you bring to the industry, now you're gonna make me cry. You guys are what make it happen, and I'm honored to be a part of it. Thank you all so much, and let's have some cake and some champagne. Let's go. Everyone applaud? Let's go. Thank you.